Depression is a profound emotional state that can engulf individuals in darkness and despair. Feelings of hopelessness may lead some to contemplate suicide, seeking an escape from their pain.
I can see depression as a really spiritual process. It is like tilting at windmills. You fight with something which cannot be conquered. It is like natural process. When we arrive to that, when our cup is full, means mind is full of different impressions, different things. It's in a natural way had to clear itself. That body, that soul, that has to clear itself from all this contamination. So we'll go through process, not easy process. At the beginning, we are full of those things, those imprints inside, and we still have energy. We fight, we battle, we approach things, we facing things. But as time passes, and you still will have those block emotions, things like that, you will have less and less energy to fight. You will see you become like passive, more not responsive. It is science word and medicine word classify this as a depression, as a suicidal state, things like this. But it is simply accumulation of negative impressions in the mind, or too much impressions, too much things, which that entire system has to clear, has to get rid of at some point of time. So it is not really like illness, disease. We may see this as an illness of the mind, but it is a spiritual process, because I can see clearly that it is responsive well only to one thing: spiritual sources, to prayer, meditation, reading scriptures, instilling yourself, going deeper into your heart, listening Quran recitation. All those sources bring you wellness and have with itself possibility to release your emotions, release those things from inside. We got all the nasty symptoms, unwillingness, depressive symptoms, because there is like all of this is like stuck and suffocated inside, too much of this, and this have to find the way how to get released from inside. That inside is packed with those, and when there is time of release, you naturally will feel unwell. You naturally will have some strange things. You want to get up from the bed. You will have depressive thoughts. You will have lack of energy, things like this, and all this torment from the mind, which will whisper to you, you are hopeless, your state is hopeless, there is no way out, things are too complicated. It's basically, this is how mind presenting to you. But the further you go, you will see a lot of darkness on the way is released. The further you go, then you will like collapse more and more and more. And the deeper you collapse, the more darkness will be released from that. You basically will be like shedding those skins. And in those moments of really like hopelessness, you will feel that there is like some magic going on. When you like want to cry, broke down completely, you feel that subtle energy which is like created in this moment. This is the moment, many moments will be like that, moments of transformations. You just have to somehow catch yourself at least a little bit with conscious mind and feel those things, observe those things. That's the way how to transform those things. Basically, all this process, depressive, I may say, process, will bring you to your knees, to humbleness, to recognition of that inner heart, soul, ruh, whatever we call that spaciousness inside, that all this does. It will be like shrinking you, manipulating you, and you will notice as well that you got certain energetic canals blocked, or energies like accumulated in different parts of the body, which are like not comfortable, are not nice, not pleasant. Those are perhaps your anger, which is accumulated somewhere, or some other emotions. So this so-called depression or different psychotic disorders are simply like accumulation of negative impressions, and there will be time when you like awaken. You may awaken and ask for help, God existence, and you will go for years, perhaps 4 years, or hardship, or things which you won't be able to explain. Like things and existence won't allow you to die, which will provide for you, which will sustain you, but you will keep you on minimum, and also on minimum energy to just extract those things from you, slowly, bit by bit. That process may happen perhaps till end of the life, but generally you will observe that you will feel better and better. You will have more peace when this is started. You had none of it at all. So depression is just perhaps first stage of that process, when you somehow may become aware that something going on, something happening, your body giving you signals that it want to get rid of those things. That's simply how I see it, that illness, which science called this is illness of the mind. We may call this way because looks like that, but if we dare to use spiritual sources, we see this is not really illness. It is like your body really want to clear itself, your body, mind, heart system, soul, clear itself from this contamination. Basically, it is called for peace, for love, for tranquility, for understanding, for wisdom. Because together with that release, when you allow yourself to release something, there is wisdom born with that. But wisdom always was there, but still, when there is a release, there will be more and more access to certain things inside. It is a very uncomfortable process, and people around you may not understand this. So it's a great gift to have somebody who will like support you, who will not reject you, but help you on that way. At the beginning it's super heavy because nobody really understands what's happening with you, and people even fight with you because this is scary for them. Your behaviors quite often, your way of living, your way of like rejecting yourself from society, from alienating yourself. Like people may not understand, and many won't, definitely won't, because every one of us living in his own matrix, on mind, on creation. Some people have brighter minds, some people have darker minds, some people have are on different stages of evolution. It's not easy process. Definitely we will be like torn apart 100 or millions of times, depending what we ask for. It's actually may start when we either have too much pain inside and we suffer badly. I did suffer a lot. Or we just simply ask for it. That's the moment, or something tragic happened to us, or we've been witness of something. That way, it is no way to explain this to people, that let's say how this so-called awakening process looks like, or there is spiritual world, or there is soul, there is mind, there is this ruch. There is no way to explain that. because it can be only felt, observed during the life, that there is something more to us than we are. We usually are stuck in the mind, like we see this in the world, people saying truth to people, or saying that killing is bad, that certain behaviors are bad, and they are not able to understand this because they are in the mind, they're stuck in the mind. There is almost no heart there, no feelings there. They are convinced their way is right, their way is right. But there will be time also for them. All of this will be given back. Finally, that cup also will be full of suffering, full of misunderstanding, madness, and so on. Some people may think they are super wise, super powerful, super wealthy, but this is ego. This is that mechanism inside which earlier or later bring them to their knees. They will taste their ignorance, their stupidity, which sometimes look like intelligence. They are intelligent in the mind. They can process so many things. They can do so many things. They understand so many things of that worldly world. But there is no spiritual world in them. There is no spaciousness. There is no real feelings and tranquility in them. It is false. Salam alaikum.